how was life after the Vuzu Hustle?
Okay.
You win, you're this Vuzu Hustle winner, you got this cash. I'm
Mm.
sure the girls are on you, I'm sure. So walk us through that experience.
After winning the hustle.
Yeah.
Oh man, the whole experience was crazy, bro. I think one thing people have to remember is that on a TV show, there's like a script. There's a storyline. They know what's coming next. They know what's happening next, and there's a plan. So life after the hustle for me was a lot at first. First you're like, okay, the cash. I didn't even see the cash. For me, it was the lifestyle change, bro. Like I keep saying this in every interview that I was just that guy in the hood, who was doing his thing. So all of a sudden, I think for me, even the first episode of the hustle, when the first episode aired and I saw Twitter, I was like, what? People are vibing with what I just said there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, just the adjustment was crazy, man. Just to see people's reception of your thoughts, people's reception of your music. Obviously there was a lot of pressure, bro. The pressure. Even at some points, I think you start questioning, because immediately after the hustle, I jumped into studio. I laced 12 tracks. I go to the label. I'm like, yo, I want to drop this. You know what I said? And I said that, I think even the whole project, if you listen to what I was talking about on the project, if you listen to where my mindset was at, they never said this to me, but like now when I go back and listen, you can hear that this guy feels like he's under pressure. Like he is under pressure. He's trying to give something as quick as possible.
Yeah, because it's the label that AKA is signed.
You know what I'm saying?
Younger signed.
Bro.
You feel like, I need to kind of prove my worth here.
Dude, you got no idea. You got no idea. It was crazy. And I think after creating all that music, and then I played it for the team, and then they played it for a couple of other people, and I got the feedback. I had to sit down and be honest with myself and be like, okay, feel it, dude. You just won this. You know what I'm saying? You just won this, but you got to figure out what you want. So after figuring out exactly what I want and exactly what I'm trying to say and exactly what I'm trying to do and exactly how I'm trying to be remembered, I think the pressure started to disappear, and the dude started just to focus on the music. So life after a TV show is not easy, bro. It's crazy, because you went from being nobody to being the hottest person, and all of a sudden you're trying to keep that relevance. And relevance it's also like it's relative. It depends who you're relevant to, who you're speaking to, when you're speaking to them.
Yeah.
But after the show, you thinking, yo, man, I'm trying to hit everybody. Everybody gotta like me. Everybody, and it's my manager had to sit me down and be like, dude, you gotta figure out what's your market first and foremost. Like, who are you trying to talk to?
Yeah.
And it's things like that I didn't know, but I signed to like the greatest team. I've got the greatest PR, agency with me, who ride with me everywhere I go, who are so fantastic. So, like, everything is good, man. I think a lot is settled down now. The dust is settled in.
Yeah.
I'm a whole lot more focused right now than I was immediately after winning. Yeah.
So it's interesting that you mentioned you had to kind of know who your market is.
Sure.
Because we look at the first song that you came out with.
Sure. Hey.
Very, very bars, or bars. Kind of a catchy chorus.
Sure.
So in our heads at the HipHop Galaxy, we were thinking, okay, we figured Big Star. He's gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
Who's a rapper.
Yeah.
When we need bars.
Yeah.
We're gonna call upon him.
Yes.
He's the guy that's gonna move the lyrics forward. And then
Then I dropped the second single.
My Ear drops, and we're like, hold on.
Different, very different.
What have you done to Big Star? Yeah,
sure,
but it was a song that was catchy.
Sure,
was singing it. After only 1-2 plays.
Word.
Obviously, we know that you hooked up with A1 Wolf. I think you hooked up at the finale or something like that.
Yeah, at the finale. That how My Ear came about was just a conversation at the finale, and when I was in Durban, here's an opportunity to work with Sketchy, and funny enough, Sketchy was even playing me like he's hardcore hip hop beats, he was playing me trap or whatever, but I don't know, like I was like, if I'm gonna work with Sketchy Bongo, I don't want it to sound like another kid made it in the hood, you know. So I was like, Sketchy, give me that stuff that you give your artists, you know. Give me.
So and then what was that decision? You know, why what influenced that decision? I mean, were you did you think of the 5FMs? Because when I hear that song, I think 5FM.
Word.
Yeah. Did you kind of know? Okay.
Yeah, I think while creating the track, man, I think, you know, when you create a track, you sort of start to see the direction it's going, you know. And I think after we had it, I didn't want it to be the single, you know. I was like, okay, I got this track packaged, done. I'm gonna play it for my management. Let's record a couple other tracks. You know what I'm saying? And when I played it for my management, they were like, "This is exactly what you need." They were like, "People know you from a TV show, you know. People don't know you just as an artist, as like your music, you know." So they were like, first of all, you have to penetrate radio, and it made sense, you know. So when we figured out the plan behind it, like, okay, we need to penetrate radio, we need to expand the market, this particular market, because like I said, I never saw myself as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I really want the musical aspect of hip hop to be seen, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people to associate hip hop with just monotone beats, a whole lot of cuss words, a whole lot of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Same sound, you know, you go on to YFM, this track sounds like the track that played before and whatever, you know. I don't want hip hop to be like, okay, yeah, that's hip hop, you know. So for me, it's like the music that I listen to when I'm alone is music that my pops can listen to when he's alone, you know, like music that speaks to, it's music. You can't deny the fact that this is music. It's in its purest form and in its rawest form. This is music. So after understanding that, like, I was like, okay, we've got that. And after my manager was like, okay, we need a radio hit and whatever, I felt like, okay, my ear can work, you know, because at the end of the day, it's music, you know, it's a musical song. Whether it's not your taste, whether it is your taste, it's music, you know, and it's not one dimension. It's not like I gave them a monotone track and whatever. But yo, man, I feel like it was the greatest decision. I feel like my team was really smart, and that's why I keep saying my team, man. Like I got a crazy smart team, man, and even with the next single, man, that's coming, man, my team got a spot on, you know, because for me, it's a long-term plan, you know. I jumped into the scene like this, and people just expect you to pop, but I was never ready just to pop, you know. So it's a long-term plan. It's let's deliver the music. Let's deliver the music, and let's see if people still decide to mess with you once you've given them the music, you know.